This is Deborah Weaver, and we're going to finish this jean here, this 5-pocket skinny, with the internals. We're going to use the internals that are provided, and this is how you're going to actually look at your garment and change the internals according to what your sample is. Now this example again is a low rise. You will be using a regular rise version of this. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab on the entire front aspect that I need. And drag it over to my sketch and place it down here. I should be already on the next layer, which I need to be here in order to bring that over. So let's just go Control C and Control V. It looks like there's some kind of a background on this, so I'll just get it where I need it, which is here. So I can just delete that. Okay. So I didn't see what it just did in any change part of this, but this is the first part that you're going to start with. Oh, it did change the zipper information there, so I'm not going to delete it because there's something clipped or something, I don't know. There it is right there. So we're going to leave it. We want to look at it how it is compared to the sketch here, and when we zoom in on the sketch, we can see that we have the bar tacks are the same. We're missing some bar tack information here that would show, this is coming from the pocket bag here, where there's a 1/2 inch bar tack on the outer edge, and then there's 2/4 inch ones here that are showing here. We have the rivet caps here and here, which are for these pockets. This one's not showing because it's under the drop down here. But we do need to show this added one, which is this on the coin pocket. So that'll be the first thing that we just do, is duplicate this piece right here up to what it looks like on the sketch, which is where the coin pocket is, right about here. Let's zoom in. We can see that it only grabbed an outline and not the actual, what is it looking as a rivet cap there. Okay, so from there we need to add the 1/2 inch bar tack. So let's see if I can just grab one from there. Control C, Control V. Let's put it in the shape. It needs to be in this direction. It's going to go right over that. Let's tilt it just a little bit more. Right over the rivet here. And then we have these 2 shorter ones on this side. So let's bring that over and shrink it. So it's looking a little bit more like 1/4 inch. I'm going to zoom in so I can make it a little bit smaller. And now we have a couple of 1/4 inch ones here for the other side of that coin pocket. Okay, so there's that. The pocket bag is stitched the same way. I have a single needle here, and I have actually a French seam on this sample with what looks like a 1/4 inch single needle there. This bar tack right here on the crotch looks like it could just, looks like it's grouped. Let's ungroup it. And from my picture here, I can see it's more angled there. So let's angle that one up. And this one could be just hidden underneath here. The other thing that we can see is that these 2 bar tacks right here, there's 2 of them together. It's grabbing on the stitch instead of the bar tack. Let's see. I'll grab it over here. There it is. Control C, Control V. Oh, that didn't grab the whole tack. It just grabbed a tiny little piece. Well, this one was fine. Let's just grab that one. Okay, well, how about this one then? Here we go. We want it to be a 1/4 inch up. Let's make it bigger again so that it matches the one below. And then just take that one and mirror it over to the other side. So we have it on the other side now. And it looks like that's all we needed here. We already have everything else that we're going to need, which is all this zipper and fly information, so when we get to the construction we can add it in. We don't need a call out on the back pocket because we can give all the back pocket information on the sketch. There's plenty of room for it here. We do need these other 2 elements though, the front fly facing, the fly extension, and the pocket curve. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab both of these and bring them over. what's up with this file. I guess it's taking a long time, or either that or it's my Illustrator. We all have these issues sometimes where everything's really slow. Okay, so this is what my pocket curve needs to look like. It has to encompass this entire piece here that gets shown up, stitched onto the pocket bag. We want our front fly facing, which we'll be using for POMs, to also match. So we just want to take that bar tack and angle it, this one right here. These are grouped. We have to ungroup it to get the one only to be angled. Let's angle that one so that it matches this. We're done with that because we have the single chain stitch on the waistband just like that. Now let's look at this pocket curve. We know there's a 3-thread overlock there, but when we look at this top aspect up here, we can see this single needle stitch actually swings out right here. So let's move that over here. And if I use Shift C as a shortcut, I can change that line to be angled like that. I'm going to need this this bar tack here. And I've got a tiny piece of it. Okay, I'm not sure if my Illustrator is acting up like this for. Let's go back. You can see that the rivet is on this side. We need this 1/2 inch bar tack to not be grouped with that thing, so let's ungroup it. It should let us take it now. This is the 1/2 inch one. Let's zoom in so that we can just see that we're getting it where we want it. So here it is. It's going to need to be longer, and I'm going to make the stroke bigger because I can see here that it's too small. I can barely see it. The bar tacks must always be really visible. Okay, so there it is, more visible. And then on this side, I have, now I've hidden it underneath, I'm not able to get it. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Now I can just grab it because I got that rivet out of the way. There's the 1/4 inch on the other side, and there's 2 of them there. So that one comes down, put that back. And then we can see here that we've got everything. Oh, we're missing a stitch up here, so let's just repeat that stitch up. When you go to do this sketch, you should actually have a double needle that looks like the 1/4 inch in the case of this sample, because 95% of all the stitching on here is 1/4 inch, including all of this, including most of this, except for that one line right there. Okay, so there we have it, the end of the callouts that we've used the template to look like our sketch. The next step would be to go ahead and remove the photographs from the background. Go ahead and move all of our information up more onto the artboard here, so that when we go to export these artboards, the files will be ready to just be placed into the tech pack. So